From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the Noon News. I'm Andrea Lutz. A new warning when it comes to COVID-19 cases in Montana. We'll have that story in a minute, but first. The CDC now recommends all kids in kindergarten through 12th grade wear masks when they return to school this fall. Here's today's leading look. The guideline's not a mandate, but already does include kids vaccinated. It also includes teachers and school visitors. The nomination of Montanan Tracy Stone Manning to lead the land management, the BLM, it now heads to the floor. Final votes on her confirmation will come a little bit later this week. Montana Republican Steve Daines led the charge against the confirmation, but Senator John Tester defended her. There is a hearing today in an animal cruelty case out of Stillwater County. Rancher Jack Myers is charged with 3 felony counts of aggravated cruelty after more than 300 cows, calves, and heifers were seized from his property. Court documents say dozens of dead animals were discovered on the property. Myers is trying to get those animals back. Simone Biles is withdrawn from Thursday's individual all-around finals to focus on her mental health. The International Olympic Committee praised her decision. And that's today's leading look.
Well, we are coming off of more record temperatures yesterday, but the excessive heat is going away. Now let's do something about the dryness out there. Do we have more moisture in the forecast? Let's take a look. Now this is coming in next week, your 8 to 14 day precipitation trend. And we got some good news on the western side of the state. Looks like we're going to be near normal when it comes to our rainfall potential. Central part of the state, we're looking at a 33% chance of being drier than normal. Off to our east in northern Wyoming, a 40% chance that will be drier than normal. Here's some good news. We've got some monsoonal moisture coming in from the southwest, trying to deliver that rain. When and where could it hit? I'll let you know with the main forecast coming up here in just a bit.
Fire and disaster crews have been working to battle the flames of the Harris Mountain wildfire approximately 10 miles southeast of the town of Cascade. The Harris Mountain wildfire has grown to over 19,000 acres and is currently at 0% containment. Because of the growth and potential threat the fire imposes, the Cascade County Sheriff's Office has issued a mandatory evacuation order for some residents, and approximately 60 properties in Cascade have been successfully evacuated. Members of the Montana Red Cross have set up an evacuation center at the Cascade School facility for those who may need a place to stay. Those requesting assistance from the Red Cross can simply dial the number posted to get access to the shelter and their amenities.
So we provide immediate lodging, immediate meals. If they come and stay with us, we have blankets, comfort kits that would include like a toothpaste, toothbrush, just basic toiletries, necessities that way, and just meals and lodging until they can go back home.
Volunteers from organizations like the Red Cross, Salvation Army, and Community Emergency Response Team jumped into action and have been doing their part to help crews fighting the fires. Food from local restaurants was donated, and volunteer crews have been helping to deliver the meals to the base camps to help keep the firefighters well fed and prepared on the front line.
We've been picking up the food that restaurants have been providing, and we've been transporting the food to the base camp for the fire and setting it up on the tables and handing it out to the firefighters as they come off the mountain.
Local residents wishing to help fire crews can make financial donations to the crew's fuel account at Stockman's Bank or the 468 Market in Cascade. Firefighters working the Harris Mountain wildfire are also in great need of eye drops. Eye drop donations can be dropped off at the Cascade County DES building located at 521 First Avenue Northwest in Great Falls from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. In Great Falls, Kaylee Neitzel, MTN News.
The surge is here, and it's no surprise. Just as our health officials have been telling us since the beginning of the pandemic, you'll almost always have a surge in COVID cases following a holiday.
And that's exactly what we saw. It was 2 weeks after the 4th of July holiday, we started to see that increase. Once those cases really catch hold in our community, then that's what causes the surge.
Knowing this was coming, local health authorities are prepped and ready to face the pandemic pressure, even if the average civilian isn't.
We're prepared for a surge. We've been planning all summer to make sure that we were prepared. So we feel confident that we can respond in a timely manner.
Missoula County continues leading the state in vaccination rates, but Incident Commander Cindy Farr says those who haven't been vaccinated need to step up.
Now is the time to get vaccinated. If you have questions, our staff at our Southgate Mall Clinic are happy to sit down and answer questions for you.
And for both vaccinated and unvaccinated individuals, the Missoula City County Health Department now says masks are back, per guidance from the CDC.
We know that it's been very freeing not to have the masks, but we know that the masks really, really do work to cut the transmission of COVID. And it is one of our most effective measures outside of vaccine to reduce the transmission.
In a final plea to lasso this pandemic before it takes off again, parents and guardians are advised to get children 12 and older vaccinated before heading back to school.
And we know that there are lots of kids out there that are under 12 that don't qualify for a vaccine right now. And so, if your kid is eligible for a vaccine, if they're 12 and over, then we would encourage you to get them vaccinated before they go and start being around, large crowds of other kids.
The health department's COVID-19 vaccine clinic is open here at the Southgate Mall 7 days a week, no appointment necessary. In Missoula, Megan Mannering, MTN News.
Up next, Miller is back in with another check of today's weather. Plus, we're looking at how some federal COVID money could be spent across our state. We'll be right back.
The MTN Noon News continues right after this.